Hi, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Sam Bullington, founder of the online program Empowering Gender Expansive Leaders, also known as Sam's Soul Solution 8-Week Life Transformation Journey. And I can't believe that we are well into April already. My goodness. A lot of spring themes happening right now with regards to growth. So that's what I'll be talking about today. And my biggest win for the week actually was the return of one of our cat housemates last night. So we recently had a new roommate move in since my ex moved out in February, and the new person brought 2 additional cats. So we previously had 4, but one moved to Ohio with my ex. And so one of these sweet cats, Joey, snuck out on Tuesday night and was gone nearly 48 hours. And after worrying all of us quite severely, then she returned home from her big adventure last night as though nothing happened, and has been spending the day today sleeping it off. So she was wiped out from whatever she got up to. So I was wishing that I had the cat cam so that I could see where she went. So hey, welcome Ace and Bane, I believe. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm terrible with names, you probably have noticed. I worked on that over my whole life from being a teacher, and still that is a challenge. So the theme for today is, do you organize your life around external circumstances? So, when you start your day, then how do you approach that? Do you first look at what you have planned and your responsibilities, and then try to fit yourself into whatever is left over? Uh, do you start with other people's expectations of you, and then try and sneak in some of your own needs and individuality? If so, then you may not be at the center of your own life. And if you bounce around throughout your day according to what is already set for you, you may not be utilizing your full creative power to determine your existence, and may also be basing other aspects of your life on what has been set for you. And so, if the story of your day or about your life is about the impact of external circumstances that they've had on you, then you're likely being defined by the external world and probably feeling like a victim much of the time. And so this is not inevitable. You could start your day instead with, what do I want to experience today? And plan your day accordingly, making an intention about it before you get going with things. You could remind yourself, I am in charge of my life and my experience. And regardless of what happens over the course of your day, then you could remember, I determine how I feel. I thought that Aaron's post about letting go of expectations that others have of them and who they have been in the past was very powerful. So we talk a lot about how we might do this with regards to gender, but we don't always remember that we have the power to do this in other areas of our lives as well beyond gender. And so if we are able to be conscious and aware of those expectations in one area, are we remembering to be conscious and aware of our limiting societal programming in other areas too? And hi, Harrison and Karen. Karen Burke, you were the person that I was holding space for and holding intention for during our week experiment. So welcome. So, when we move up new levels, and a lot of times this happens in the springtime, so you might be feeling that now, we must lighten up in order to rise. And so we aren't always able to take the same baggage with us. We have to cut the cords to what weighs us down, including those things that we think that we need because they were key to our survival at the old level. And this can inspire some grief, for sure. I think I mentioned that I had to let go of an important friend last weekend, so I definitely understand the ways that that grief needs to be honored. And also, we're never really kept empty for very long because what we're really doing is clearing space for a new flow that matches our new state of being, current state of being. In similar ways, many of us, when we change aspects of our body or aspects of our gender presentation, then a lot of other aspects of life also need to change. So when I decided to go on hormones finally and experience, what a match felt like for the first time, then I began to recognize the ways that other aspects of my life were not actually a match for me. They're only a partial match for me. And so my standards were raised with regards to the kind of congruence that needed to happen with regards to my whole beingness. And so as I changed some aspects of myself, then other aspects necessarily had to change and to leave as well. So in order to keep growing and evolving, then, we must put behind us what we have outgrown. And so where are you in need of some internal spring cleaning? And what is holding you down or holding you back that you might need to let go of? And what are you growing into or growing towards? So my ex who moved to Ohio in February, then they are in town for their first visit. And it's been very wonderful to get a chance to catch up. What I have most missed is simply the depth of conversation because my ex is a very wise and intelligent person. And so I really enjoy hearing their perspectives on most things. And so last night they showed me a poem that they had written on the plane about the experience of dysphoria, which I thought was very interesting. And the ways that dysphoria arises when a core aspect of our being is not being expressed. And so it causes such intense suffering to the point of people losing their will to live until the person finds a way to be able to express what is not being expressed. And so, I don't think that this experience is unique to trans people. My ex and I were having an interesting discussion last night. And so, in trans communities, then the dysphoria is specifically around gender and around bodies. But I think that, cisgender people also experience this kind of intense suffering and sadness when a core aspect of their being is not being expressed. And gender creative people also experience this kind of suffering and restlessness in other areas beyond just gender. And so, regardless of where you are at with your gender journey, then where else are you feeling disconnect between who you are now and who you are meant to be or who you want to be? And where are you holding yourself back from expressing what you need to express? And how does it help you maybe to think about that as a form of dysphoria? How might thinking about it in that way cause you to treat longings that maybe you haven't taken seriously with more seriousness, more urgency, or prompting you to get yourself help to better deal with it? Because that's what I found for myself, that once I went on hormones and felt a greater sense of home within my body, there were still other major aspects of my life that were not necessarily a matchup to what I felt inside beyond gender. And making those changes with regards to gender also prompted me to need to make other kinds of changes. And so, whether the dysphoria that you're feeling is gender related or due to other aspects of life, or whether you are looking to let go of something burdensome in your life or step into something new and exciting and scary, I can help you to provide the tools and support to carry you through to the other side. And so if you're looking to connect to your own sense of personal empowerment in new and deeper ways, then send me a private message and we can get to work transforming your life so that you can start reaping some of those rewards. There really is a season for it. I'm here to help you bloom so that you can show the world your radiant beauty and receive the love and abundance that you have been longing for. So, wow, hello, Jermaine and Augusto as well. Gosh, I didn't do a very good job of sticking to the topic at hand about organizing your life around external circumstances. I wandered a bit, but hopefully that was helpful in thinking about things. So if there's anything that you want to ask about or that you would like to share um, around this particular theme, around what you are currently grappling with in this spring season of new growth, I would love to hear it. I'll pause for a moment and see if it's there. Usually the second that I turn off the video, then people start posting. Not to put you on the spot. All right, well, thanks for being here, and I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Headed up to the hot springs for tomorrow and do a little relaxing and detox, which I'm looking forward to. And another Phoenix performance on Sunday at the ACLU 100th anniversary. So I will probably be back with you on Monday or Tuesday. All right, take care. Have a good weekend.